Are we seeing Zendaya's looks for the Odyssey press? It's amazing. One look I loved especially was her makeup in this. I'll put some pictures up. So I wanted to recreate it because I feel like it's like the perfect look for summer, and I'm tired of looking matte and pale. She used all Prada Beauty. I don't have Prada Beauty. I don't give a fuck to buy any Prada Beauty. This is not the kind of channel where I'm gonna go out and buy everything. Okay, so we're gonna be using everything that I have. I wanted to change up my makeup look because I've just been doing like the most boring ass shit ever, and she looks so good in it. Okay, so we're gonna do the skin. It's sun-kissed, it's beautiful, it's glowy. Look at it, it's all rubbed off. This is the Hollywood Flawless something filter from Charlotte Tilbury. Her packaging low-key pisses me off, but okay. I'm just gonna put it all over. I don't feel like makeup has been like wowing me in terms of like celebrity looks or anything, but I stopped in my tracks and I was, wow, she looks so good. Especially there was this other look where she did like a very white under eye. It also looks so good, and I don't know. You know what? Good for her. I don't feel like you need this product. There are definitely other products like this on the market, but I have it, so I'm going to use it, and I feel like it gives me a nice enough sheer coverage. Also really dewy, but I also want to go in with like a base product. Her skin is very just like clean. Like it looks like it's not heavy and it's very glowy. In between layers, I'm going to spray my face with this setting spray. This is the Elixir Luminous Glow Mist that I got recently. I'm gonna try to recreate it to the best of my ability today. If I were to wear it out, I'll definitely mattify some spots just because I'm so oily in my T-zone. Oh shit. Okay. Hello. For my base, I'm going to use the Pixie On The Glow base. It really gives you no coverage. It's another product where it just gives you glow rather than pigment. This is an inspired look, okay? Before anyone comes from my back, I'm not recreating the features of Zendaya. I just like this look, so I'm going to do it on my face. She has, I would say a little bit of the under eyes are still poking out, but not to the severity of mine. So I'm going to try to cover it a little with this corrector, definitely less than what I usually use. I'm pretty happy with my base right now, so we're gonna move into the blush. I feel like the blush is definitely the highlight of the look. Leaning a little bit warm. I usually go really cool tone for my blush, but I'm not gonna do that for this. I'm gonna layer with the Pixie On The Glow blush. This is in the shade Flare. It's not too cool tone like a lot of my blushes are, but it leans like on my skin a little warm, or as warm I feel like my blushes can be before it looks really disgusting on me. I'm gonna start from the outer. She definitely has a really intense blush, so I'm gonna see where this takes me and if I need to change to a different blush. And her blush goes onto her nose as well. I'm gonna do that. And her blush goes also a bit lower on her face than what I usually do, so I'm gonna do that too. And there's like a hint maybe here, and then I'm gonna take whatever is left and on my chin a little bit. We're gonna do the bronzer. I'm gonna set this down because this can move a little bit. This is a very warm bronzer on me. This is the Rare Beauty Power Boost whatever. I never wear it by itself, but I feel like this calls for it. I just want to overall bronze my face a little bit because I have a pimple patching. I don't want to be pale, actually. And then I'm gonna do a little bit on the sides of my nose for that color, but it's not really a contour. I don't think there's much contouring going on. This is very reminiscent of how I used to do my makeup in like high school. I'm just gonna blend it inwards. I'm actually gonna put a little bit of bronzer onto, like, blend it into my blush on the sides as well, like here, and then a little bit. Does that make sense? I don't know. Okay, I don't know why this is here. But I'm gonna go in with a powder blush in a bit, so I think I'm just gonna leave this as it is. We're gonna do some highlight. I'm gonna use the Rare Beauty Liquid Luminizer Enlighten. Some on the nose. I feel like her highlight is definitely more sheeny and glossy than it is like shimmery, so I don't want to use too much of this. I'm gonna also put it on just high points of my face, and then maybe a little bit on the cheeks, not too much though. In her inner corners, I'm just using my fingers because I feel like it's the easiest with a product like this. It really melts into your skin. And then on her brow bone, and then I feel like everything else is just dewy from the base products. I definitely want to do more blush later, so let me do my brows. Her brows are super full, but they're still very natural. I'm gonna use a brow gel for this. I feel really crazy oily. A loose powder. This is like a mix of a bunch of loose powders, and I'm just gonna really get it in the brush. I want to take off a bit of the shine, but I still don't want to be completely matte, so I usually just like swirl the powder really into the brush, lightly tap it in. I'm gonna go back into the blush. I think I'm gonna actually use this. This is a Charlotte Tilbury face palette. These two colors would really work. I'm gonna take the color in the super blush shade. It's just like a really hot pink kind of color. I'm just gonna lightly build. It's a matte blush, but it's not flat. Like, it has a little of a sheen, so I like that about this because then it really blends in with the base product beneath it. She definitely has more blush in this area where it's a bit lower. I don't typically go that low. I'm just gonna try. Also, of course, the bridge of the nose just right across. Okay, I love that. Okay, I think we're finally getting somewhere. I'm also gonna take a little bit of this Pillow Talk soft blush just around my hairline a little bit to bring in that warmth. Her eyes look incredibly bare. I don't think there's anything much going on. I'm gonna dust a light layer of like a light rose gold shade all over. Doesn't really add anything. It's kind of just like color of my lid. It uniforms it slightly. Pretty much no eyeliner, maybe a hint of mascara because her lashes do look curled. Judy Doll curling iron mascara. I want to use something brown because it looks really light. It kind of matches the shades of her eyes. I do have my eyelashes permed though. I don't want to emphasize it too much, so I'm going to focus just right at the base of the lashes. I think all that is left is the lips. I think I'm going to use MAC in the shade Whirl. It's like a brownie kind of color, just like a really light layer. I'm also gonna put some on the lower lid, give my lips like a slight border. Her lips are like a rosy color. I have this gloss. I don't know if it'll look. It's a matte lip, bitch. I'm gonna put a little bit of this Dazzy lip tint, this here. I'm gonna blot. Okay, let's try this. This is the Bump Namming Blurring Heart Tint. I hope this kind of looks like it'll work. Okay, it's kind of giving. Okay, I feel like it's not as bright as hers, but I also kind of like that, so I'm gonna keep it at that. I don't know why I feel like my face is eating up all the blush and now it's gone again. Okay, this is my recreation of the look. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I always go on about my day with my face white as fuck because I just over powder because I get so scared I'm gonna be really oily. So it's really refreshing to have my face match my body for once. This is great. Love this. That's all from me. Do this, don't do this, I don't care. Bye.